Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him, I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares too, I swear. When you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Right back to the well. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football zone throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've been running it, but now the pass. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Fires to the big fella. Runs through the tackle. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try the right side. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Fafita. He's right on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
From the 22 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Got it.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Fire.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He leaves it with the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucs!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. There's nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return.
The Arizona
Round. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. To the air, it's Fafita. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Patterson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Colorado runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to move it through the air. Grabs it in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
Then they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the point after is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it to the right side. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Conley.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
That last completion sets them up on second down. On the ground, it's Conley. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Wants to throw on first down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll give it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. From the gun, running back on the move.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Arizona right back to the line. He'll keep it himself. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
We wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Murphy. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, and now set up first and goal.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Just drives it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking for a man. It's Sanders. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
First down to start the drive after the break. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's looking for a man on second down. The sure hands, it's Horn. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Finds his man enough for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
They're going to throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolute shank. Missed it. The field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Got his man on the right.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Arizona in a hurry.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Keeps it going. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Arizona.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Sanders. He lets it fly. Oh, so close to paying off the tip drill. He had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Going up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how How about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's McMillan. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Arizona right back to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Still looking. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation.